Oh, a Reg. She said she feel like she said she feel like it's stuff that Joe need to work on. That's what she said to me. Who the Falcons? Hey, that Cardo dude is the head commish, right? Huh? The Facebook gym. Nick, you ever met the other Erica that we went to school with? With Destiny. Shut your ass up, Rachel. Dupree? What she say? What she say, Nick? What she say? You said she hit you up. So what she say? So what she say? Nothing. She just hit you up. Wait, Will did I ain't do nothing. That nigga said he beat this nigga 90-0. He gotta go. 90-0, bro. That nigga Cardo was like, he said, hey, if you know any active Madden, he was like, if you know any active Madden players, let me know. Cause he said, I beat this nigga 90-0 and he gotta go. That nigga Leroy about that Matt. Hey Nick, that nigga Leroy about that McDonald's life. You seen that nigga Facebook picture? Bro, I'm about to send it to you. No, I'm not. He ain't fat. I'm gonna send it to Reds too. Hold on. Who?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18.
Oh man.
The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Panthers going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And
Hey Nick,
past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
would I be wrong if I bounce, bro? Out of the apartment, and got my own gym? Nah, alright. I'm gonna explain to you what I mean. Hold on. What I mean by that is I don't mean like just leave and just let this shit go to waste, I guess you could say. What I mean is
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key.
Tell her I'm leaving.
Going forward, and that time they were able to get in there and influence.
Tell her she can come back, but I'm not paying for nothing.
They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Check. Blue line.
No, she got a nigga. Why he can't help her?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, but all right. Well, hit me out on this, Reg. Reg, hit me.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Kelly finding some room at midfield. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Nah, it's a one, but hit me out on this. Just the other day, she was willing to kick me out. Talking about she willing to let her credit go down and her pay it off later, and she was gonna get me kicked out. Yeah, talking about she was gonna go tell the rental office that she was leaving, and since I'm not on the lease, they was just gonna kick me out.
Wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
Last Wednesday.
Forced an incompletion.
Let's go. Blue line.
Nah, we was arguing.
Kelly now throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got it.
We was arguing. I just said that.
And the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
fumble recovery. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line.
My whole thing is I'm tired of her holding shit over my head. And every time if we talk, and every time we get into an argument, you gonna bring that shit up. I don't want to be here where you might.
So the offense has it first.
Who got that kind of money like that? Not me.
Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Nah, I would at least tell her.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Where was I gonna go? I don't have nowhere to go.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the connection.
I'm not trying to like leave right now. I'm saying I'm gonna save my money. Finish, pay off some debt, so my credit can go back up some, and then leave.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer.
September, October.
And goes airborne to try and knock one away. It's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 short. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Tight left.
All right, here we go. 3 to throw is Kelly. Throwing on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
And that's the fucked up part I've been thinking about. Like,
can we get a little bit closer
get
this
a little
time?
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot.
Funchess is free. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 58 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown...
I feel like me even saying that is like...
Now they punted it away, so listen, they turned it over. That's good, right?
Yeah, Mac, making her feel like I care. But I really don't care no
I was
more.
actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
What Nick just said, talking about tell her, be like, you got a whole nigga, so why not have that nigga take care of her?
A lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 deep.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
First and goal here from the 9.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now let's go! Kelly to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
All right.
Adam Thielen, a 9-yard
Oh, y'all better chill out with that.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this.
Because just know, like, if I move, I'm taking that couch with me. She can't, what's she going to do with it?
So a tie ball game here as the kicks away.
I'm going to ask my mother, though. She realized meant for that shit to be for her. Then
That's fielded in the end zone.
my mother the one who bought it. That's why I'm going to ask her, though. On some real shit.
There as he gets this one up just shy of the 35.
It don't matter.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football.
This nigga fumble, he get the ball back.
Opportunity miss.
Blast that nigga again, he get it back again. The fuck?
Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves.
You opportunist,
some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Hey, we was
While the Traders
in
take
that
a
joint
look.
talking about Bobby like a dog yesterday. At, when I was talking to Devin Murray.
Now Kelly on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Nigga, remember Bobby and Lex were supposed to be whatever when they broke up or whatever?
12 yards there as they move the chains.
She said she used to sit there. She said she used to sit there and watch motherfucking Lex's mother drop her off at Bobby house.
And no escaping this time. It's hit down. They got him for a sack. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hello.
On second down, Cook. Who with a juke? And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to
No, I lost my running back.
Second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football.
He got hurt. Dislocated his elbow.
But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys work against smaller guys downfield.
Nah, he was back right after that game.
To bring up a third down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little.
Now I lost the little fast nigga Pumphrey.
Quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves.
He threw it right to that nigga, bro.
Picked off by Cornelder. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they
I got way more yards than this nigga every fucking time.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him just settle down.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, now
It's really just one.
make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and
He got a fumble when I was about to score in the first quarter. Then he just got a fucking pick 6. My quarterback overthrew a receiver by like 30 yards.
Back now with Charles Davis on
Straight to his corner that was standing there just waiting for the ball.
And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And it
He almost
pops
did
free.
that
The
shit again.
collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This nigga keep playing, bro. I'm gonna put Case Keenum ass in.
Unable to keep two hands on the football
He
and
cost
bring
me
it into his
motherfucking
body.
playoff game.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Kelly. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Over! Oh, yeah! Hurry up, hit me! Good! Watch it now! He's coming! We got double up!
Now
This nigga got his shit
on as penalty
aggressive.
markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
To throw, Kelly finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35
That nigga joined
to
quick as shit.
36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Play action, it's Kelly. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A free 5 yards.
That nigga got his shit on way
I
aggressive.
know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now he's flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They got to get after him one more time.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Wake up.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Check, Patriots!
Here's Kelly off the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and 4.
Tight end right.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That nigga stay
It's a
jumping.
killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now let's go.
On the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for it with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He hits Stewart in the flag. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Now Newton on first down. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now it's Newton. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. Touchdown, Carolina. Dorial Green-Beckham, 34 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. throws. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
That'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that. Super Joe.
Detroit! Over!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Off play action. Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Kelly throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
All right, now look at this. Detroit! All right, here we go.
Kelly now. Off play action. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
On first down, it's Kelly. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On second down, Kelly. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stand.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Linval Joseph coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Here's Newton now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to go deep for fun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and that's the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
Nope, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A give. This is Cook, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Kelly. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Well, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but they'll be thanking their kicker here. That's now 4 field goals for him. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, but this offense is going to need to find its rhythm because it's going to take more than field goals to win this football game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw, Kelly. The swing pass caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And his kick is good.
I hate playing this nigga, bro.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there again.
Hey, Bray.
That is now his 4th sack tonight.
This nigga Everson Griffin going the fuck off, bro.
So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down.
Tight right, tight right. We got 4. Set. We got 4. Great. Out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Newton. He finds some open field here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Ready. Hey, 4 down. Kill. Set. Kill. Great.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Tighten up.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Watch tight end. Gun. Even. Gun. He's crashing. Wake up. 20.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's got room. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately,
He keep getting the ball back.
So Carolina keeps the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They don't want it, fellas.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Gun.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Do something.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Who got hurt?
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sidelines, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Slam. Gun. Kill.
Cook following the penalty. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He whooped your ass.
Expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They can't hang with us. Hurry up. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw is Kelly. Off the bootleg.
What's the edge?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. Hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Riggs.
In there yet again. My goodness.
This nigga Everson Griffin got 5 sacks,
in
bro.
this one game alone.
Everson Griffin? Oh, I thought you said who.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton punches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw, Newton. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Gets around him. A nice little juke. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, Kelly. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good
You was
blocking
running?
eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Kelly. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 91 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Forbath out to kick this one away.
Yeah, I got that nigga a couple times, but eventually, like, him being able to dodge shit and me not, he just ended up knocking me the fuck out.
Yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field.
It's like an R1 and triangle.
And that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wind up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down now after the pass completion. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, so Davis is off there?
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possession premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
That's why he always loses to me.
Now Kelly throwing on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Gun! All right, here we go.
Here's Kelly on 1st and 10. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this league, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. On the ground, it's Cook. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So yet another field goal to end the drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield and too much time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Nigga, that's his 6th sack.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Fucking Everson Griffin, dog. This nigga going the fuck off. Yeah.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on
43 to 21.
Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
43 to 21.
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe
I'm about to do some Tom Brady shit in the playoffs, man. Throw 500 yards. I'm about to throw 500 yards.
It looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to P. And down he goes.
Who said that?
Inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
He should be able to hear you.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Hey, Reg.